Ruckus broke out in the Rajya Sabha as Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar addressed the House and spoke out on several concerns on the farm laws, also about the ongoing farmer protest. Tomar hit out at the opposition for misleading farmers and said that rumours are being spread in the state that corporates will snatch farmers' land. He's reiterated that that is wrong and the provisions have been made to protect the interest of farmers. Tomar also went on to add that the Congress is indulging in blood farming, saying that this is khoon ki kheti and did nothing but provoke farmers. Tomar again emphasized that the government is open to talks and is committed to allaying all fears.
खड़गे जी दुनिया जानती है, खड़गे जी दुनिया जानती है, पानी से खेती होती है, खून से खेती सिर्फ कांग्रेस ही कर सकती है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी खून से खेती नहीं कर सकती। उन्होंने लगातार उनको सम्मान देने की कोशिश की है, 12 बार ससम्मान बुलाकर बातचीत की है, एक शब्द भी हमने उनके बारे में इधर उधर नहीं बोला, संवेदनशीलता के साथ विचार किया है। लेकिन हमने ये जरूर कहा है कि आप प्रावधान में कहां गलती है, विनम्रता पूर्वक हमारा ध्यान आकर्षित करिए। हमने जो उनकी भावना के अंतर्गत जिन बिंदुओं को चिन्हित किया जा सकता था, उनको भी चिन्हित करके बताया कि हमको आपकी लगती है कि आपको यह शंका है कि एपीएमसी खत्म हो जाएगी, तो हम इस पर विचार करते हैं। एपीएमसी खत्म नहीं होगी। हमने एक के बाद एक उनको प्रस्ताव देने का भी प्रयत्न किया, लेकिन मैंने साथ में यह भी कहा कि अगर हम भारत सरकार किसी भी संशोधन के लिए तैयार है, इसके मायने ये नहीं लगाना चाहिए कि किसान कानून में कोई गलती है। लेकिन किसान आंदोलन पर है, पूरे एक राज्य में गलत फहमी का शिकार हैं लोग। एक ही राज्य का मसला है।
Please don't interfere. Let him speak. Please don't. We are very short on time.
सभापति महोदय, किसानों को इस बात के लिए बरगलाया गया है कि ये कानून आपकी जमीन को ले जाएंगे। मैं कहता हूं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग के एक्ट में कोई एक प्रावधान बताए, कोई एक प्रावधान बताए। ट्रेड एक्ट में ये प्रावधान किया कि एपीएमसी के बाहर जो एरिया होगा वो ट्रेड एरिया होगा। वो किसान का घर भी हो सकता है, वो किसान का वेयर हाउस भी हो सकता है, उसका खेत भी हो सकता है। कोई भी व्यक्ति किसी भी स्थान के लिए किसी भी कीमत पर किसान वहां से अपने उत्पादन को बेच सकने के लिए स्वतंत्र है। ये हमारा एक्ट इजाजत देता है। एपीएमसी के बाहर अगर कोई ट्रेड होगा तो उस पर किसी भी प्रकार का ना तो राज्य का टैक्स लगेगा ना केंद्र का टैक्स लगेगा। अब एपीएमसी के भीतर राज्य सरकार का टैक्स है, एपीएमसी के बाहर केंद्र सरकार का एक्ट है। केंद्र सरकार का एक्ट टैक्स को खत्म करता है और राज्य सरकार का जो एक्ट है वो टैक्स देने के लिए बाध्य करता है। तो मैं आपके माध्यम से किसानों को भी पूछना चाहता हूं और विशेष रूप से पंजाब के किसानों को भी पूछना चाहता हूं। उनके यहाँ थोड़ी परिस्थितियां अलग हैं, आड़तिया का कमीशन अलग है, बाकी सब चीजें अलग हैं, लेकिन हमने टैक्स को फ्री किया और राज्य सरकार टैक्स ले रही है। तो जो टैक्स ले रहा है और लगा रहा है और बढ़ा रहा है, आंदोलन उसके खिलाफ होना चाहिए या जो टैक्स फ्री कर रहा है उसके खिलाफ होना चाहिए। लेकिन अब देश में उल्टी गंगा बह रही है और मैं सभापति महोदय आपके माध्यम से किसान बंधुओं को भी कहना चाहता हूं और प्रतिपक्ष के मित्रों को भी कहना चाहता हूं, भारत सरकार नरेंद्र मोदी जी का नेतृत्व पूरी तरह किसानों के प्रति प्रतिबद्ध है, किसानों के प्रति समर्पित है।
We'll be getting your reactions from the opposition, what really they think of Mr. Tomar's speech there, where he's responded to some of the opposition's charges. He's reiterated that the government is open to dialogue on any issues that the farmer unions or that the opposition have with the farm laws. But he's claiming that nobody is able to pinpoint exactly what is the problem. They're just merely fear-mongering. Let me take this across to Anand Patel to understand what the opposition has to say. Anand, is the opposition convinced by Mr. Tomar's speech in his defense of the farm reforms?
Well, Akshita, we've heard number of opposition MPs right since morning, and you can see from their statements their views on the farm laws. Pratap Bajwa, Congress MP, said that the manner in which the farmers are being treated, the protest site have been turned into a prison. A Berlin Wall has been raised to stop them from entering Delhi. The farmers have been sitting there without water, without electricity in this biting chill. So you can hear an array of opposition leaders who've also met the farmers on the spot yesterday, writing to the Home Minister the manner in which the farmers are being treated. So there is outrage amongst the opposition MPs, and that's the reason why the government strategically brought out a statement from the Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, who's been meeting farmers. Some 12 rounds, he said he has met with the farmers, and the talks were held in cordial atmosphere. He said the government went to the extent of amending some of the provisions of the law which the farmers think is against them.
Anand, request you to stay on with me. Supriya Sule of the NCP is joining us on this broadcast. Ms. Sule, are you convinced by what Mr. Tomar has said in the Rajya Sabha?
I'm Supriya Srinath of the Congress Party, so first you stand corrected on that. I have been told through your news channel, and I hope you're taking the right phono and all of that, because I'm Supriya Srinath of the Congress. I am reacting to what I've been told by your channels, that Narendra Tomar used the words "Khoon ki kheti." He should be reminded that almost 175 farmers are dead under their watch, protesting in this absolute bitter cold. What response does he give to that? Instead of being obstinate, sitting on your high horse and refusing to even engage with your own people, this government has left the farmers in the lurch. They have no idea how to do a dialogue. They only indulge in monologue. And the reality is that they're going after people who are raising issues on humanitarian grounds. Now, whether I agree with them or not is a separate issue. But the reality is that the farmers have been asking for justice. Instead of giving them justice, you have let the NIA loose. You have sent them notices of 50 lakh rupees. What sort of a government does that? So instead of telling us खून की खेती, नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर को शायद ये याद रखना चाहिए कि उनकी सरकार की वॉच के अंतर 175 किसानों की मौत हुई है और वो इसके जिम्मेदार हैं। तो हमें पाठ ना पढ़ाएं, सरकार में वो है, काम वो करें।
Supriya, what's your response to Mr. Tomar raising the reforms that are currently, the law that's currently on in Punjab, saying that the contract farming law that's in Punjab actually jails farmers for a breach, so it's actually the centre that's protecting them from such action?
I'm not surprised at all, because Mr. Tomar, like the Prime Minister and like his other colleagues, indulge in blatant white lies. The reality is that the three laws that they have brought only bring the farmer under bondage. The reality also is that, a lot of how they think about the farmers and agriculture is reflected in the union budget, where they have cut outlays for the farming sector. So they should first look within instead of sermoning us on what our state's doing. The states actually are out to protect the farmers. You are the ones who want to put them in the bondage of big business houses. You are the ones who want to put a tax in the mandis but not outside. What sort of explanations are they giving? And truth be told, आप कहते हैं आपने किसान के हित में कानून बनाए, किसान कहता है हमारा इससे हित नहीं हो रहा, ये कानून वापस लीजिए. How difficult is that to understand in both English and Hindi? I'd like to request Mr. Tomar.
No, and I'll get in a response from the BJP. Supriya, stay with me. You've raised some pertinent questions, and I'm going to take that across to Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP. Gaurav, the Congress's contention here is simple. They're saying Mr. Tomar didn't speak about the fact that farmers, through several hardships, have sat there at their protest site for over 70 days now. And they're also saying that that's the issue that should be considered. If you're talking about farm reforms, the most basic question is, farmers are against it, repeal it.
I would say that the 15 crore farming community stands firmly with Narendra Modi ji and the reforms that are historic in nature that have been implemented. And even if there is a small section within the farming community that has raised concern, this government is constructively engaging with them and is trying to satisfy them about the apprehensions that they have. But the larger question is that Congress as an opposition party, in their endeavor to oppose the government has been taking stands that are anti-national. And therefore, the Congress must answer that the very same changes that they had introduced in the manifesto, when they're being implemented, why are they crying foul? Why is it that Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra Gandhi don't even find the time to visit the farmers? They would never find the time, because all this is the politics that they do, the politics of divisiveness, hatred, and India in 2019 rejected this politics of the Congress.
Okay, I want a response from Supriya. Supriya, you heard what Mr. Bhatia has said. He's saying Congress is opposing for the sake of opposing.
Mr. Bhatia has been saying that for 70 days ad nauseum. I don't take what he says seriously. The reality is that over 100 farmers are dead. What is your response to that? The Prime Minister indulges in all kinds of whataboutery. How about responding to the fact that over 100 farmers are dead under your watch? That's the only question I'm raising. The second question I'm raising is, instead of spreading lies, instead of calling the farmers anti-national, Pakistan, Chin agent, and all of that they've been doing, and in fact curbing every voice of dissent. Dissent is legitimate in a democracy. Dissent is not sedition. They have confused sedition and dissent. Everybody who speaks against the government is anti-national. He just called the opposition anti-national. The reality is, in a democracy, if there is going to be no dissent and debate, then people like Gaurav Bhatia are going to turn around and call everybody anti-national. That's what they have reduced this country to. They have reduced this country to a spectacle where everybody, what their opinion is today, opining on what is happening in our country. I hate to say this, the land of the Mahatma and non-violence is today being known as a land that oppresses the farmers, cuts off internet. What sort of nonsense do they talk about? I mean, they actually have the nerve to say we are anti-national. Ask him, why have they cut internet for 7 districts in Haryana for over 20 days
Let's raise that. Let's raise that. Supriya, stay with me. Gaurav Bhatia, a lot of criticism of how the government has dealt with this protest, and that's something that Mr. Tomar didn't speak about in Rajya Sabha. The fact that we're seeing unprecedented barricading, security there, and you're seeing internet being snapped at the protest sites.
So first of all, even on your show, to use terms like nonsense for an opposing view itself shows who's tolerant and who's not tolerant. But I am here to respond to whatever the Congress party is doing. Don't want to make it personal. So first of all, nobody in our country takes the Congress party seriously. It was outrightly rejected. Regarding the lives that have been lost, yes, every human life is precious, and it is our duty to ensure that no human life is lost. But at the same time, we must also understand that the government is talking to the farmers, and farmers, this small section of the farmers, even with the differences that they have with the government, they have faith in the government that they are engaging. But this group of farmers that have a problem with the 3 farm laws don't have faith in the opposition and the Congress, because they've lost their credibility. And in the end, I would say 180,000 farmers committed suicide during the 10 years of the UPA. Crocodile tears now, but what happened when you had the power, you did not utilize it to empower the farmers. So please stop dividing the country, engage in a positive manner. And one last point, dissent is fine in democracy, but incitement is not.
Okay.
And what these people are doing, they're inciting people, which is against the very basic core of the Constitution.
Okay, Gaurav Bhatia, Supriya Srinath, thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast. I want to get a reaction from Akali Dal, former ally of the BJP, who split ties over this contentious farm laws. Daljit Cheema is joining us on this broadcast. Daljit ji, क्या आप मानते हो कि जब तोमर जी बोलते हैं कि कांग्रेस खून से खेती करते हैं, तोमर जी सही है उसमें?
देखिए, तोमर जी से मैं पहले ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि इस आंदोलन में 150 से ज्यादा लोगों की मौत हो गई, तो उस मौत के जिम्मेदार गवर्नमेंट है या अपोजिशन है? खून की खेती कौन कर रहा है? किसकी वजह से खून बह रहा है? आपने तो यहाँ तक कर दिया कि देश का अन्नदाता कैपिटल में आना चाहता है, राजधानी में आना चाहता है, तो वहाँ भी रास्ते में जो है कंधे बिछाने शुरू कर दिए, कील लगाने शुरू कर दिए। तो ब्लेम क्यों, अपोजिशन को क्यों ब्लेम करते हैं?
तोमर जी ये बोल रहे हैं, दलजीत जी, तोमर जी ये पॉइंट रेज किया कि पंजाब में जो कानून है अभी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग के बारे में, उसमें से किसान जेल जा सकते हैं, तो उसके बारे में भी तोमर जी बात की।
देखिए, जो पंजाब में हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने कानून बनाया था, तो लोगों ने उसको एक्सेप्ट किया। कोई एजिटेशन उसके खिलाफ नहीं हुआ। अगर उसमें से कोई नुक्स निकालता तो हम बड़ी खुशी से उसको अमेंड करते, चेंज करते। बहुत से कानून ऐसे हमने जो वापस भी लिए, बहुत से डिसीजन है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने जो हमने पब्लिक के कहने के ऊपर वापस लिए। गवर्नमेंट हमेशा इसी तरीके से काम करती है, गवर्नमेंट डिसीजन लेती है, अगर पब्लिक एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती तो गवर्नमेंट उसके ऊपर रीथिंक करती है। ये पहली गवर्नमेंट है कि जो डिसीजन ले लिया, सारे देश का किसान आंदोलन कर रहा है, सारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज अगेंस्ट है, लेकिन वो किसी की बात मानने को तैयार नहीं है। फिर मीटिंग करेंगे अपनी बात बनाने के लिए। इस तरीके से डेमोक्रेसी नहीं चल सकती। अगर ये कानून इतने अच्छे हैं तो फिर ये लोगों को कन्विंस क्यों नहीं कर पाए? यही गवर्नमेंट का सबसे बड़ा फेलर है कि जब आप कन्विंस नहीं कर पाए देश की जनता को, तो आपको मान लेना चाहिए कि ये कानून लागू नहीं हो सकते, इसको वापस ले दो।
Okay. Daljit Cheema ji, thank you for joining us here in India today. Let's get you quickly a reaction also from the CPI. Mr. D. Raja is joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Raja, are you convinced by what Mr. Tomar has said in Parliament? Has he answered some of the opposition's questions?
It's not the question of getting convinced. I deplore the language, the tone and tenor of the agriculture minister. After all, he is agriculture minister. He is speaking in a parliament, and he should know how to work in a democracy as we have today. And how come the minister goes to that extent, abusing the opposition, as though opposition parties are instigating the farmers, as though farmers do not know anything? They are on the field, they know the difficulties, they pass through the sufferings, and they demand these 3 agricultural laws must be repealed. Minister should directly answer to that question. Instead of that, he is saying opposition is instigating blood forming. What is this language of the Union Agriculture Minister? This shows the mind and mindset of the present government.
Okay, Mr. Raja, thank you for joining us with your view on what the Agriculture Minister said in Rajya Sabha. And the opposition there, you got a slew of reactions, particularly to what Mr. Tomar said in Rajya Sabha, firing at the Congress, "Khoon se kheti jibe." Let's play out exactly what the Agriculture Minister said and in what context he said that.
Let him speak.
खड़गे जी दुनिया जानती है,
Speak, you can speak
खड़गे जी
later.
दुनिया जानती है, पानी से खेती होती है, खून से खेती सिर्फ कांग्रेस ही कर सकती है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी खून से खेती नहीं कर सकती।
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.